I use InDesign to produce the mock-ups and final productions of my front cover, table of contents, and double-page spread. To begin, I used the pen tool to outline images that I wanted to remove from the background. I then subtracted the background, which is how I isolated the model. This was the most challenging part of my project. In this instance, I was removing a smaller section of the background for an image on the table of contents. I outlined the area that I want to remove with the pen tool, and then I subtracted it. Next, I utilized the rectangle tool, which allowed me to select any area of the spread to alter the color or background. This is how I created my pink background colors. One of the last InDesign features I used was the type tool. This feature allowed me to drag the text box to make it any size I wanted to type my masthead, body text, cover lines, subheadings, headings, etc. Here I was using the type tool to type my masthead, Golden Girl. I also used the type tool to type out my cover lines as seen on the front cover. Moving along, I used another software program, which was Photoshop by Adobe. Photoshop allowed me to adjust the lighting of the photos, which included contrast, shadows, and exposure. I increased the contrast and shadows while decreasing the exposure. I also enhanced the colors of my photographs by increasing the saturation and vibrance. I adjusted these components to create a lighter, more joyful mood. Lastly, I used hardware technology when I took my photos with a Canon EOS 90D DSLR camera with 18 to 55mm lens. This camera allowed me to take higher quality professional photos instead of using a low quality technology. I use portrait mode to take these photos and use the zoom in feature when necessary.